Hey everybody, it's David Bott from Outside Our Bubble, and today I'm coming to you to talk to you about something that some of you know about, some of you don't, some of you ask, some of you want to know, and here I am doing it. It's the Dish Playmaker. And I mean Dish as in Dish Network satellite television. And why am I talking about this? Because I have a Winegard Traveler on my roof. Because people have asked me, hey Dave, you know, I really want to have television when I'm on the road, but I'm not a full-timer, or we don't use our motorhome most of the time. We're just like weekend warriors. And, well, I don't want to miss my football on Sundays. Is there anything we can do about that? And I said, well, yeah, there are portable satellite dishes, and that allows you to get satellite television wherever you are as long as you have a clear view of the sky. So if you're out camping in a tent and you have power and you have a small little flat panel TV and you get yourself a Dish Playmaker and a Wally, you can watch television anywhere, anytime, as long as you have a clear view of the sky. So what I did is I contacted my friends over at Dish Network. Little hint to you guys, or a little back channel, I helped a long time ago them develop the pay-as-you-go program for RVers. So I have a few connections, and in doing so, I reached out to them and said, hey guys, I have been getting questions lately about, you know, people wanting to be out on the road during the weekend, but they didn't want to miss their football kind of thing. And so how do I get my husband off the couch to go camping when football's on? And so they said, no problem, what do you need, Dave? And I said, I need myself a Playmaker, aptly named Playmaker, and I need myself a Wally, and let's show them how easy it can be. And they sent me the stuff right out. So I did not buy this. For those of you who know, I have a full setup system on my motor coach, so this is not anything I paid for, but it is something that I get questioned on a lot, and I wanted to bring it up. So let me tell you how easy it is to use one of these things. It's not technical at all, and how easy it is to get programming, which you can get month to month. There is no long-term contract, there is no commitment, it's pay as you go. They don't even have a credit check that has to be run, okay? So all you need to have football on the weekend, I say football just to get people off the couch, or any other television, is a Dish Playmaker and a Wally, and of course, a television, which I happen to have right here. So the Wally is your receiver. This device is what does your tuning of the satellite programming and everything. This is how you get your images, and it's in full high definition. Now, the Wally also can do some other things, such as Netflix, if you have Wi-Fi. It can also do over-the-air if you have the over-the-air tuner. Say you're in an area that you're surrounded by trees and you can't get a signal from your dome. Well, you can use an over-the-air tuner, which will then tune the high-definition televisions that are in the air and use this as your receiver to view them on. And 3, it can be used as a DVR. You can plug in an external hard drive and turn this into a DVR to record and then later play back your shows. So that's what the Wally does for you. How easy is it to use one of these though? Very easy. Let me show you. How's that? First off, you have to know that this is the Dish Playmaker. This is not an in-motion satellite dish. What I mean by that is you can't use it going down the road, because I mention this because you can buy a roof mount adapter for this, so you can attach it to your ladder or to your roof. But that doesn't mean you can use it while traveling, because it's not an in-motion one. There are different versions of satellite domes, and this one is a regular version which does one thing. It locks onto the satellite that you need and doesn't allow you to do in-motion as you're traveling down the road. So just be aware of that. Then again, we are talking about, hey, you want to go tent camping and watch football at the same time, right? So this is the ticket. Also, the best thing is right now you can buy these as one kit. The Wally, the Playmaker, and then you can buy a tripod separately, but you can buy them as one kit ready to go out of the box. But let me show you how easy this is to do. You got your Wally. You got your RG6 coaxial cable, which comes with the Playmaker. You plug that right into the Wally. Now, why these aren't just push-on quick connects, I have no idea. But you got to screw them on. If it just was a quick connect, that boom, boom, done already. Boom, bing it about, boom. But nope, you got to screw it on. Okay, then HDMI cable, which comes with the Wally, which plugs into the HDMI port, which then plugs into the HDMI port of your television, which I happen to have right here. And then you have power right here. So I'm going to plug in the power. But before I do that, actually I'm going to go ahead and, no, before I do that, let me show you something else. Me being me, you know I have to take the thing apart, right? This is the inside of a satellite dome. It's basically a satellite platter, your LNB receiver right here. Satellite signal comes down, bounces off the platter, goes into the receiver. The receiver then sends it out, does its magic, sends it down to the Wally, which is actually the tuner, and you got your signal. But this is what's inside of it. It's on a motorized axis mount, which allows it to spin and look for the satellites it needs to find in order to bring you your signal. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right here. That way we can see what it does. Get that out of the way. So there it is. Just pretend I mounted that on a tripod, okay? I didn't mount it on a tripod, but let's pretend I did. I also just dropped my tablet on the floor. I hope it's still running. Seems to be. That would not have been good. Okay, any case, so now I'm going to add power to the Wally. You know how I do these things in one take, so me dropping the tablet has to be of no surprise to some of you, right? Okay, so the Wally now is going to boot up. Booting up. So what's going to happen now is the Wally's going to start up and it's going to discover that it has this portable satellite dish over there and it's going to talk to it. And part of the talk procedure is it's going to say, hello, Mr. RVer, I don't know where we are in the country right now because I have no clue who the hell you are or where I am. So you need to tell me that where I am. And I'm going to actually have to tell it we're in like Texas, East Texas or something. So therefore it knows better off on where to start looking in the sky for the satellites so it doesn't take forever because there's a lot of satellites up there and for it to search for them would take a long time. Once it finds one satellite that it actually knows about, then as long as it's a geosynchronous satellite, it will know in time and space where to look for the rest of them. And it's looking for 110, 119, and 129. Those are the 3 satellites I'm going to set it for because we're in the southern part of the country. If we were in the northeast part of the country, I would tell it to use what they call the eastern arc. That's all because of where they are located on the horizon. So, but since we're down here in Texas, 110, 119, 129, which is things you really don't need to know. I'm just telling you because I'm waiting for this thing to boot up. So in any case, once it starts up, it's going to ask me where I am. I'm going to tell it. It's then going to use that little dish over there and find where it is in time and space, find the satellites it needs, and which is what it's doing right here. So 110, 119, 129, that's the mode we're currently using, which is the western arc. The state we're in, I told it eastern Texas. There are other places, Tennessee, South Dakota, but eastern Texas. And then I'm going to say scan. That's going to tell that to start looking for the satellites. And you're going to hear it make some really bad noises. See? Not that bad. It only does that during the startup. What it's actually doing is it's looking to find out what its maximum rotation is, either direction, and also its maximum skew, up and down. Once it figures that out, then it knows the limits it has for its motor and its motion. Then it'll look for the satellites it needs to be able to use so to bring you your television channels. In the meantime, I'm going to pull out my phone and we're going to activate the app that I need. Now the app you're looking for is called My Dish, the My Dish app, which is right here on my phone. It'll be on your phone in a different location, obviously. Click on My Dish and it opens up, and I have mine set up with the security of my fingerprint, so I'm going to fingerprint scan it. It recognized my fingerprint, it's going to open the app. Now at this point, what would normally happen is it already knows that I'm in Dallas, Texas, okay? So what I would normally do is I would go to Services there at the bottom. I would say Manage Your Local Channels at the bottom there, see it there? And then I would say the big red button, Manage Locals, because if I wasn't here, if I was in Arizona, it wouldn't know I'm in Dallas, Texas. So therefore, I would have to tell it what local channels I want. And that's really the really cool part of being a weekend warrior with Dish, is that you can select the local channels of the area you're in, which means you don't have to use an over-the-air antenna as long as you have clear view of the sky. In this particular case, I've already done that because I've done this video a couple times. But if I wasn't in Dallas, Texas, all I would do is hit Manage Locals. it will then say, it would then bring up a map and say, this is where I see you currently are, and I'm going to use these, is that okay? And you're just going to say okay. So, but instead what it's going to say is, based on your current location, because it's using your phone's location, that we don't have to make any changes because it already has the most current ones. And I just say okay to that. However, if it didn't, it would have brought up the local stations that I can select. I would have just selected it, and then it would ask me for the security code. The security code is right here. You push the button, the option button twice, and right here is security ID. The security ID, and it tells you this in the app. You don't have to know that. It will walk you through where it is. Right there is the security ID. So I put that security ID in, and I hit go, and it says, okay, I accept that, and within 15 minutes, you'll then have the local area channels. Pretty cool, huh? Well, let's see how this worked out, shall we? We can see we have TV here, and oh, it's telling me that's not available currently because it's still downloading the program guide because I just redid it. But you can see, look, we have it, and I don't have my volume control. Where's my remote control? Ah, let me get remote control. See? There it is. So there it is. So I'm changing my channels, and if you look over there, you'll see the dish actually move if it requires a different satellite. Right now it hasn't had to change satellites. There, it just changed satellite. You see that? Watch again, I'm going to go back one channel. Whoop, change channels. Pretty cool, huh? Now if I do it again, it didn't have to change channels or satellites, even though I changed channels. It's just as quick as if it did have to move the satellite. That's cool technology. Watch. Move the dish, locked in, TV. So that is how a portable satellite dish functions. Pretty cool, huh? But remember, just because it moves like that doesn't mean it's in motion. That doesn't mean that it can be used while you're traveling down the road. You cannot. That's a totally different dome. So, I'm Dave Bott. That is the Dish Wally with the Dish Playmaker, manufactured by Winegard, by the way, which is a company that I do a lot of testing for, as some of you know. So, and that platform that it's sitting on, that is a tripod mount that you can buy separately for it in case you have it on uneven ground. That is a separate tripod mount you can buy for it. But I'm going to see about giving one of these things away. So, stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel if you like what we do, that is. And I'm going to talk to Dish Network, and we're going to give a complete system away. We're going to give away a Playmaker with a Wally with a tripod mount. So stay tuned. We'll see about figuring out how we're going to give one away. Maybe we'll make it fun somehow. But we'll definitely, yeah, let's give a whole system away. I'm Dave Bott from Outside Our Bubble. This was the Dish Playmaker. I did not buy this. They sent this to me because I've been asked a number of times, so I requested that they do this. They agreed. After all, I did help them create the program a long time ago, so why wouldn't they, right? So, any case, I hope you liked what I did. I know I talk fast and I'm a little weird, but hey, it's part of the charm, my wife says. Dave Bott, Outside Our Bubble. Like what we do, please click subscribe. Click the little bell. You'll know whenever we go live or whenever we upload new videos. Other than that, I'm out of here. Time to go watch something on TV. Take care. Keep safe. See ya.